So, I have a question for you guys today. Is the Viberg service boot really worth $860 new? Let's find out. So, I'm not even going to make you guys wait. The answer is hell no. So, I could stop the video there, but I'm not going to. Because even though they're not worth their retail asking price, most things aren't. But if you could find them on the secondhand market, they could be a good value proposition. Now, I got these off Mercari for like 400 something after tax, ship, and all that. Um, yeah. So the guy, you could tell he had barely worn them. I'm guessing he had the problem with his Vibergs where he got them in and they didn't quite fit right. So he decided to sell them off. And with me, they still don't quite fit right, but I also didn't pay $860. So with these boots, I've been wearing them a lot. Whenever I get the chance to, I've been wearing them. And as you can see, there's some creasing here. It's starting to develop on this side. And also, the thing that was the problem is that you see this toe box. It is really narrow in comparison to something like this. So this is the boot that a lot of heritage fanatics have got a pair of. They're pretty much like the most popular heritage boot. It is the Iron Ranger. So the Iron Ranger new is roughly $350. That's before tax, and if you get them online, there's going to be the shipping fee. So that's how much these boots cost. And then you think about, I paid like 400 something for these Vibergs. I would honestly say these gently used were a better value proposition than the Iron Rangers. So as I just showed off there, these Viberg service boots have a stacked leather outsole, and they have a leather insole along with cork, and then they also use the Horween Chrome Excel leather for the upper, and then they have the Danite rubber sole on the bottom. And then you look at the Iron Ranger, they use the SB Foot Tan & Co. This is the amber harness. And then you see on the bottom here, they have the Vibram mini lug sole. So just looking at this comparison here, you see that the Vibergs have the stacked leather outsole, which is usually a sign of high quality in boots, whereas this one is just straight rubber from Vibram. And then Horween versus SB Foot. Horween is pretty much the most famous leather tannery, at least in America. I mean, SB Foot's known for making some good leather, but overall, the leather selected on this is of a higher quality, and the stitching density is a lot higher quality. It's a lot higher stitch density per inch in comparison to this boot right here. And they both, of course, have true double toe caps. So overall, if you could find these used, gently used, of course, like not broken in yet, like how I got them, the leather footbed, I'm not even sure if it's still broken in or not, but I would have to say that this boot, if you could find it in that sort of range, like high 300s to low 400s, is definitely a better value than this one would be new. You're going to get a lot more longevity out of this. In my opinion, it's a lot sleeker. Definitely prefer the look over this. But of course, it's all subjective. Me, I'm looking for the definitive version, so I only really want to have one in my collection. And I think I definitely have to choose this. So overall, just doing a quick comparison, you could see just from this angle, I would say that the Viberg service boot is definitely a lot sleeker looking on the foot. And I have a narrow foot. I have like an A to a B width, somewhere in between there. And I would say the Viberg's a little bit more friendly for my foot, even though it is, it's really narrow. It's narrow. Which that's kind of crazy considering the fact that this is labeled as an E width, but I feel right there, I'm trying to focus, I could feel I'm touching the sides, whereas here, like right about there, I'd say I'm touching the sides. So there's definitely a lot more wiggle room, as you could see. And I went a full size down in both of these to try and negate that, but it's still a lingering issue. So overall, to sum it up, now that you can see both of them on feet, I would definitely say I prefer the look and the feel of this one, even though for $860 new, these ones should be ashamed that they don't come in every width under the sun. Are you kidding me? I mean, that's why my next boot purchase is definitely going to be through Whites, because they offer the same style of boot, but you can actually get them custom fit to your foot, which is going to be my next purchase, instead of spending money on shoes that don't even fit 100% correctly. And that's going to be a pet peeve of mine. The fact that more companies want to charge crazy amounts of money, but don't want to offer different widths. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. I know people who are looking for this usually aren't necessarily looking for this too, but yeah, pretty good comparison in my opinion. Anyways, thank you for watching. Have a good day. Peace.